pistachios. Now James eats pistachios and I buy pistachios because Gigi started us on pistachios.
Very good.
Oh,
Red dye would be in the wash. Yeah.
red dye? How come red?
But the shells were red.
Oh.
Remember they always had the shells red. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, I did not know.
Expression on your face.
What I remember about Donna-Jean is the way she told such wonderful stories, children's stories. She had them on the edge of her seat. And when I became a Sunday school teacher for little kids, I wondered, how am I going to keep them interested? And I decided I'm going to pretend that I'm Donna-Jean. And I was a big hit thanks to Donna-Jean.
Oh, what a sweet thing! Thank you.
There's so many memories. I'm trying to think of one that pimento cheese on rye toast.
That was my first class too.
Yes, she loved it.
Your kids wouldn't like that, right? Because anyone's breakfast.
Oh yeah, she loved that.
And if she was feeling really good about you, she'd give you some.
Ah.
And then
For office equipment, energy efficient copy, reduction,
Now.
your desktop.
I mean, I just have a bunch of
What is
little memories, just tiny moments, like when I used to play with your bird and play with shaving cream in that high chair. And there was some little music box that Honey Bun had that when you open the bottom of it, the little clown dances and it plays a song. And I'd always go play with it and she'd always yell at me for touching it. And I was telling the story where at your old house I wanted to go camping. I was living with my dad, and so he was like, okay, we'll go camping. And it was just right over the fence in your backyard that we pitched this tent, and we decided to go camping. And I'm laying in the tent, we're like getting ready to go to bed, and I was just scared to death that bears were gonna come eat us. So I started crying hysterically, and so we didn't camp in the backyard. My dad made a wooden treasure chest with my name wood burned on the top, and there was just a bunch of little, I don't even remember what was in it, but he buried it in Genji's backyard. And then he got me, I went to like Walmart and got this, like, it was like a helmet and a sword and a chest plate, and I thought I was like a soldier. And he brought me to the backyard. I had like a shield and everything. He gave me a treasure map, and so I had to follow different places in Genji's backyard, and then eventually X marked the spot, and I found it and dug it up. And I kept the little treasure chest box, and the hinges actually broke off, but like last year I put new hinges on it, and I still use it. I keep it in my room. So.
Never happened.
You're kidding.
you should film it.
We say that story all the time.
Do you have it in the line?
Wendy got so upset that she made Teddy at 12 years old drive over the bridge.
No, 10. Even younger.
I was trying to go down in age to make it better.
I was not driving, I was a teenager, so that would put Teddy at about 13, maybe 12. And we went to Columbia Mall, and we were driving the brown Mustang, it was shift. And she started crying because her joints, her legs hurt. And I don't know how I'm gonna get us home. Teddy, 12 years old, 13 years old, drove us home from Columbia Mall. Yes, ma'am. Ask him. Ask him.
And he also drove over the bridge.
I was about that age. I came home for lunch with Sonia Sugert. I'm looking at my mom because she's the... And the car was in the carport, the doors were open, and there was nobody home. And I figured she was hiding, so I sat there for a while, playing, and there was still no mom. Then I started getting worried. I'm like calling, Mom, Mom. after all. The suspicious part of it all was that Teddy was gone too. And I really didn't want to believe there was a problem, but I mean, it had been at least a half hour. So I said really loud, I'm gonna call the cops. Let's call the cops. To my friend Sonia. And I hear this little voice, help! Help! We're being held captive in the basement! It was Teddy, because I think he realized that this joke had gone a little too far. Mom didn't realize that the joke went a little too far. Teddy realized.
And they were like, put some excitement in their everyday boring little lives. Do you want to scare the hell out of them?
I mean, it's TV, right?
I never realized how rowdy these two were.
They're rowdy.
Go somewhere, and they said, hey, you want to go get cookies or ice cream or whatever? And I'm like, no, you know, I'm in the kitchen with your mother. She's just made me sandwich. Well, I finished the sandwich, and I'm like, I'll catch up.
Oh my God.
I went out the
You
door,
went out to look for us?
3 or 4 blocks, and I'm like,
Uh-oh.
ooh, this is not good. And of course, I've never been in New York. All the houses looked the same. Didn't have a clue which house. Somehow I found my way back.
Wow.
7.
Where was your mother?
And you were in diapers.
They were heading out to go and do.
You were in diapers. You were just a little bitty thing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Did I do anything wrong? No.
Aunt Blanche. Aunt Blanche. You remember Aunt Blanche?
I remember. No, I just remember
Me too.
being really impressed with Queens. We were in Queens, and just like coming from the pastures of South Lancaster to that, and I don't remember anything specific. I just remember being really impressed with her. She was so elegant.
Yes.
Yes.
She was always very elegant. I just remember.
elegant.
I mean, I think I only have one memory of it, and I remember you, and you're this dashing young guy coming in. I'm like, oh, a teenager.
I remember.
I thought it was pretty good.
We would walk home from school every day to Honeyman's house, and she'd always be sitting, at least when she would get home, and we would be walking back up. She would be sitting in her little spot on the couch, and we'd come in, and then I'd go over and sit by her, and I'd, hold on to her fat little arms, and then I'd put my head on her shoulder, and I'd just try to love on her, and she'd say, "Get your head off of me! It feels like a bowling ball."
Oh yeah.